Hi, Nigel here, and I just wanted to create a quick video for you to show you how to set up a simple form in ActiveCampaign using their form builder system that you can use to then use as an opt-in form for your new contacts. This is something that you might want to do if you don't have WordPress or Gravity Forms, or you're working on a website template where you have to use third-party code in order to set up a form. So let's jump over to ActiveCampaign and we'll take a look. Okay, so here we are in ActiveCampaign. All I did here was I clicked on the Forms button here. I don't currently have any forms set up in my ActiveCampaign system because I use Gravity Forms, but when I clicked on that, this box popped up and they announced that building forms just got easier, so they have a new form builder. So let's go ahead and see how this works and see what we can do to create an opt-in form. So we'll click on create a form and we'll give it a name. I'll just call it test opt-in for now. And it looks like I only have one option here, which is an inline form. There are other types of forms that you can use if you are on one of their Plus, Professional or Enterprise plans, but the inline form should work just fine. And then underneath that we're going to specify some actions that will need to take place when somebody completes the form. The first one obviously being subscribe to list, and in this instance it subscribes to my Prime Focus Lab list, which is the only list I have, and you'll probably only have one list also. But we also probably want to add another action to this, which is to add a tag. And we're going to type in here the tag that you would use to trigger the automation that goes out that delivers the lead magnet that the opt-in form promises them. So whatever tag you use to trigger that automation, you would put in here. So I might just put in here something like lead magnet, and then we'll click on create, and it's just busily going away and creating a form. And so here we have a basic form set up already, and we can obviously change some of these elements here. So for example, we might want to change this to get your free family portrait guide, something like that. You can add a description that you can put in here. This accepts HTML, so you can use some of the basic HTML tags in here if you know those. So basically you would just edit that, and then we have our full name field, which is set to required by default. You could take that out if you only wanted to capture their email address. Then we have the email field, and finally the submit button, which so the submit button, you can change the text, so we'll change that to, I prefer all caps for this. Let's see if this works in here the same way that it does in no, it doesn't. Okay, so it doesn't translate HTML in there, so we just have get my copy, and then it looks like this part down here, marketing by ActiveCampaign, is sort of fixed. You can't really change that, except perhaps by editing the actual HTML code that you get. I guess they want you to promote ActiveCampaign whenever you use this form. This is, to me, one of the downsides of this type of thing. We can change the style of the form. So we can have different layouts. There's an inline layout, or there is a sort of a box layout. I kind of like this one. That's kind of nice. You can change the background color, make it blue. Maybe we can make it light blue or something like that. Whatever you want. I mean, whatever fits in with your styling and that type of thing. You can put. Let's put a black border around the form. We can even add a radius to the corners to make it slightly curved at the edges, You can change the color of the background color for the button, the text color on the button, all these types of things. So you've got a lot of a lot of possibilities. Oh, okay. So down here it says you can remove the branding, which you can do if you upgrade to one of their higher levels. But we may be able to actually do that anyway later on when we come to integrate the form. And then and then the options for the form include what to do on submit. So show a thank you, or you can open a URL, and in here you would paste the URL to your thank you page on your website, which you should have. You want to take the opportunity to get them back to your website after they sign up, so you can tell them what to expect and maybe even make them an offer of some kind. We've got the form actions here: subscribe to list, add a tag. You can add more actions, and then there's allow blank fields to overwrite existing data. Well, that just means if you have some non-required fields on the form and they don't put anything in there, but there's already information in those fields in your system for that contact, then it would overwrite that data. It doesn't matter in this instance, since we don't have any non-required fields in here. And so the next step, we've set up our fields, we have designed the look that we want for the form, we've gone through the various options. The next one would be to click on the integrate button, and there are certain ways you can do that. You can literally just do a simple embed, as it's called, and you can copy the code from in there, or you can do a full embed by copying all of this code here and then pasting it into your website in the appropriate place. And so you can do that, or there's I believe a simple link which they can give you as well. There's even a WordPress plugin that they have where you can use these forms, but I don't recommend it, because you're going to be stuck with that powered by ActiveCampaign thing, and I much prefer Gravity Forms for doing this anyway. And there's also Facebook as well. You can add a subscription form to Facebook through this too. So that's really a quick overview of how to create forms in ActiveCampaign. It's pretty simple, but if you have any questions, let me know and I'll do my best to help you. But I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.